Most people live their entire lives without ever fully discovering who they are beneath the layers of expectations, routines, responsibilities, and learned behaviors. They move from one stage of life to another, childhood to adolescence, adolescence to adulthood, adulthood to maturity, yet often never pause long enough to truly ask themselves one life-shaping question. Do you know who you really are? Not the identity others gave you, not the identity you constructed to survive, not the identity shaped by fear, pressure, or circumstance, but you, the truest, deepest version of yourself. This question is powerful because it pierces the surface and reaches into the core of your existence. It challenges the foundation of your beliefs, your motivations, your choices, and your sense of purpose. Understanding who you are is not simply philosophical, it is transformational. It determines how you show up in the world, how you navigate your challenges, how you build relationships, and how you create your future. The journey to self-discovery is both enlightening and uncomfortable, empowering and humbling. But it is a journey worth taking because everything in your life begins with you. The illusion of identity, why most people don't truly know themselves. From a young age, you are given identities without your consent: student, sibling, child, athlete, shy, smart, difficult, responsible, emotional, mature. These labels often stick even when they don't reflect who you are anymore. Over time, these labels form a mask, and you begin to internalize a version of yourself created not by introspection, but by environment. Society also shapes identity. You are told what success looks like, what happiness should be, what is acceptable, and what is not. You're influenced by expectations from family, school, work, culture, media, and social norms. Eventually, these external voices can become louder than your own inner voice, making it hard to distinguish what is authentically you. As a result, many people become disconnected from their true feelings, desires, and values. They know how to function, but they don't always know how to thrive. They know how to meet expectations, but they don't always know how to express themselves freely. Some people realize this disconnect early in life. Others discover it in moments of crisis or transition, ending a relationship, losing a job, facing burnout, experiencing a major life change, or simply waking up one day with the unsettling feeling that life doesn't reflect who they really are. This is when the question emerges, do you know who you really are? The power of self-awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal freedom. When you understand who you are, you stop living by default and start living by design. Self-awareness gives you 1. Clarity. When you know what you value, what you desire, and what motivates you, decision-making becomes easier. You no longer feel lost or unsure. You act with intention. 2. Emotional intelligence. Understanding your inner world allows you to understand the emotions and behaviors of others. This enhances your relationships, communication, and ability to navigate challenges. 3. Confidence. True confidence doesn't come from achievements or validation. It comes from self-knowledge. When you know who you are, you no longer need to prove yourself. You stand firmly in your identity. 4. Inner peace. When your actions align with your values and your identity, you feel grounded and centered. Anxiety and self-doubt decrease, and you begin to trust yourself. 5. Purpose. Purpose is not found externally, it is uncovered internally. It emerges naturally when you fully understand your strengths, values, passions, and the impact you want to have. Self-awareness is not about obsessing over yourself. It is about understanding the internal compass that guides your life. Peeling back the layers. The journey to knowing yourself. The journey to self-discovery isn't a straight line. It requires courage, honesty, and patience. It means peeling back the layers built over years, layers of conditioning, fear, coping mechanisms, and external expectations. Below are the core elements of truly knowing yourself. 1. Understanding your values. Your core values are the principles that guide your actions and decisions. They are the non-negotiables, the things that matter most to you even when life gets difficult. For example, if you value freedom, you'll struggle in environments that feel restrictive. If you value honesty, you'll feel uneasy around people who are deceptive. If you value growth, stagnation will drain you. Most people never consciously define their values, yet they wonder why certain environments, relationships, or careers feel out of alignment. When you live contrary to your values, you experience internal conflict. When you align with them, life feels meaningful and fulfilling. Ask yourself, what moments in my life made me feel proud? What situations made me uncomfortable? And why? What qualities do I admire in others? Your values are the roadmap to your authentic identity. 2. Identifying your strengths and weaknesses. Knowing yourself includes acknowledging both your strengths and your limitations. Many people underestimate their strengths because they assume that what comes easily to them must be easy for everyone. Others over-identify with their weaknesses, allowing them to overshadow their potential. Strengths can include creativity, empathy, leadership, problem-solving, honesty, resilience. Weaknesses are not flaws. They are areas for growth. They show you where to set boundaries, where to seek support, and where to focus your self-improvement. Being honest with yourself is the most powerful thing you can do. When you understand your abilities and limitations, you gain control over your growth. 3. Understanding your emotional patterns. Your emotions tell a story about who you are and what you need. Emotional patterns reveal what triggers you, what motivates you, what scares you, what inspires you. Most people react to their emotions without understanding them. But when you observe your emotional patterns without judgment, you begin to see yourself with clarity. Ask yourself, what emotions do I experience most often? Where do they come from? What do they teach me about myself? Emotions are not weaknesses. They are signals. They show you the areas where healing, boundaries, or changes are needed. 4. Examining your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your reality. Many of them were inherited from parents, culture, religion, teachers, or past experiences. Some beliefs empower you, but many limit you. Examples of limiting beliefs: I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. People will judge me. Change is too hard. These beliefs may not be truths. They may simply be old stories. To know yourself, you must question the beliefs that govern your life. Ask, where did this belief come from? Is it true or is it something I assumed? Does this belief support who I want to become? True self-discovery involves releasing the beliefs that keep you small. 5. Paying attention to what energizes or drains you. Your energy is one of the most honest indicators of your identity. Pay attention to Which activities excite you? Which environments drain you? Which people inspire you? Which conversations feel heavy? Which tasks feel natural versus stressful? Your energy is not random, it reflects your inner truth. The things that energize you are clues about your passions and purpose. The things that drain you reveal boundaries you need to set or areas where change is needed. 6. Understanding your past without being defined by it. Your past shaped you, but it does not define you. It gave you lessons, resilience, awareness, and depth. The goal is not to erase your past, but to understand how it influences you. Ask, what patterns do I repeat? What wound am I still carrying? What did my past teach me about myself? You heal, not by forgetting, but by understanding. 7. Embracing your future identity. One of the most powerful truths of self-discovery is this: who you are is not who you have to remain. You are not limited by the person you used to be. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to change your mind, change your habits, and change your life. The question becomes, who do I want to become? What qualities does my future self embody? What choices does that version of me make? Self-discovery is not only about uncovering your present identity, it's about consciously creating your future one. Taking responsibility for your life. Knowing yourself means taking ownership of your life. You cannot control everything that happens, but you can control your reactions, your perspective, your decisions, your habits, your environment, your effort. Taking responsibility is empowering. It means you are no longer waiting for permission, validation, or circumstances to change. You become the author of your own story. The moment you take responsibility for your life is the moment everything changes. Living authentically. The ultimate outcome of knowing yourself. Authenticity is the natural result of self-discovery. It means living in alignment with your values, your identity, and your purpose. When you live authentically, you stop comparing yourself to others. You make decisions that align with your truth. You attract meaningful relationships. You feel more grounded and fulfilled. You create a life that reflects who you really are. Authenticity is not about being perfect. It's about being real. So, do you know who you really are? Maybe you do. Maybe you're still discovering it. Maybe you're just beginning the journey. Wherever you are, the question is not meant to intimidate you. It's meant to awaken you. Because the truth is, you are more than your fears. You are more than your past. You are more than your doubts. You are more than what others see. You are a complex, evolving, powerful being with limitless potential. Knowing yourself is not something you do once. It is a lifelong journey. And every moment, every choice, every challenge, every reflection brings you closer to your authentic self. So take the time to look within. Be honest. Be curious. Be patient. You are worth discovering, and the journey, your journey, begins right now.